Rough weather in the Midwest. Tornadoes near Hutchinson, Kansas destroyed houses and farms, injuring 6 on Tuesday. And today, snow and high winds shut down parts of Nebraska and Iowa. And this isn't California dreaming. Snow around Los Angeles, up to 2 feet of it. In parts of the high desert, it was the first big snowfall in a quarter of a century. Important medical news tonight. A panel of experts has now endorsed a kind of surgery aimed at cutting the appetite in people who are severely overweight. NBC's Robert Hager has more tonight.
These women all lost huge amounts of weight by undergoing stomach surgery once regarded as very controversial. Donna Gibson lost over 200 pounds. Sandra Lewis lost 100. Valerie Jones, 135.
I've had excellent results, very little side effects, and maintained a weight loss for the first time in my life for 4 years.
Today, an expert panel at the National Institutes of Health said it was encouraged by newer, safer procedures for the operation and endorsed it as an option for those dangerously overweight who failed at dieting.
Those of us who were on the panel were impressed with the efficacy of these procedures in terms of inducing weight reduction.
The concept is simple. The stomach is stapled permanently, vastly reducing its capacity for food. Sometimes stapling almost eliminates the stomach, and the small intestine is rerouted.
There are still risks. 10% of patients experience bad complications. 1 of every 200 dies. But the NIH panel said that's a lot better than a few years ago.
For Barbara Mazariegos, the operation went wrong.
The pain, I can't even describe to anyone how painful the stomach pains are that I've had.
Some argue surgery should be avoided at all costs. Sally Smith.
We're also advocating living your life to the fullest regardless of your weight and not waiting for that magic moment when you're thin.
But the health panel said today, for some people, 80 or 100 pounds overweight, or even less if they have problems, the benefits of the operation may be well worth the risks. Robert Hager, NBC News, Washington.
And on Assignment Earth tonight, we take a look at the battle to save endangered animal species. Human medicine, it turns out, is playing a role in that as well. NBC Science correspondent Robert Bazell.
A California condor hatching from its egg at the San Diego Zoo gets as much attention as a high-risk premature human infant. The condor, one of only 41 on Earth, is a precious resource. Lowland gorillas, the speckled bear, Galapagos turtles, and the maned wolf. Some of the creatures whose existence depends largely on the efforts of zoos.
I personally prefer to save them because they are there, because they are real. They're a part of the living web of life throughout the world, of all living creatures, interwoven and interconnected.
Whenever possible, the scientists are trying to use high-tech approaches borrowed from human medicine. Dr. Barbara Durand studies the sperm of birds, in this case a Himalayan manau, a disappearing pheasant.
Today, we have the maximum genetic diversity that we'll ever have. It's less than we had yesterday because some animals have died since yesterday. It's more than we'll have tomorrow.
Using frozen sperm, Dr. Durand has successfully fertilized eggs of the Temminck's tragopan, another rare pheasant. One of the biggest problems for scientists trying to breed animals in captivity is that what works for one species often does not work for another. The researchers have had great success breeding cheetahs, but other cats do not reproduce so well in captivity. Dr. Oliver Ryder maintains the Frozen Zoo to preserve tissues from disappearing species.
New World monkey, a Kiki monkey, a lion-tailed macaque.
That collection of frozen cells is like a library of books unread. For most species that are endangered, we know very little about them.
Despite the efforts to save them, all that will remain of many species are the cells in the Frozen Zoo. Robert Bazell, NBC News, San Diego.
Time now for commentary from John Chancellor tonight, talking about Saddam Hussein in the United States.
Tom, Saddam Hussein, dead or alive? It's a question with different answers. In January, President Bush said of him, "No one will weep when he's gone." One of the prime targets of the bombing of Iraq was Saddam Hussein himself. Then Washington thought that any other Iraqi leader would be easier to deal with, and that's why the United States wanted Saddam dead. Now, however, the United States wants him alive. The administration believes that if he's dead, Iraq may break up into uncontrollable pieces, and it might. So the United States has decided not to shoot down the helicopter gunships Saddam Hussein is using to kill the rebels who want to overthrow him. Which means, in plain language, that the United States now is supporting Saddam Hussein. Not forever. The administration also believes that after Saddam Hussein wins the battles he's waging now, he will then be thrown out by the people of Iraq. That is betting against one of the world's greatest survivors. Saddam lived through a bloody 8-year war with Iran, then the Allied air war, then the Allied ground war, and now he's fighting 2 insurrections. Some area experts think that if he wins this fight against the rebels, he'll be stronger, not weaker. Yet American policymakers believe Saddam cannot last. President Bush said today, "It seems unlikely to me that he will survive." Talk about turning the tables. American policy is to help Saddam win the fight he's in now, in the belief that he will lose the next one. Fighting the war was simple compared to arranging the peace. Tom?
Thank you, John. On Wall Street today, stocks closed up just slightly after earlier gains, and trading today was heavy.
We lowered our prices and the response was amazing. So Color Tile is extending the biggest sale of the year. It's your last chance to save on DuPont Stainmaster Carpet, just $10.99 installed. Ceramic tile, 49 cents to $1.99. Mini blinds, buy one, get 2 free. Vinyl tile starting at 49 cents, our lowest price of the year. Last chance for prices even lower than last year. It's the biggest sale of the year at Color Tile. Sale ends Saturday.
With lower back pain, every step can send more pain to your lower back. Clinically proven BackGuard shoe inserts can help relieve lower back pain because BackGuard absorbs jarring foot shock with every footstep you take. BackGuard, only from Dr. Scholl's. If you're looking to maintain regularity, look here. There's a drug-free way to do it, and Kellogg's All Brand can be an important part. Because a high-fiber diet, including Kellogg's All Brand, can give you the fiber you need to help stay regular, drug-free. And All Brand goes a lot better with berries. A high-fiber diet and Kellogg's All Brand for drug-free regularity.
3 hours. What are you doing? Timing tiny time pills this morning. So I took a contact. It works 12 hours. 8 hours. Oh, if you're going to time these tiny time pills all day, when are you going to do the work? Got 4 more hours.
There's a whole day's work in every contact.
Before I switched to Fixodent, I'd never order hot tea, spare ribs.
Fixodent and forget it.
Hot tea?
Yes.
Fixodent is the strongest holding denture adhesive you can get. It even stands up to the hottest liquids. For the strongest hold, Fixodent and forget it.
This Easter, put all your love in one basket. The FTD Easter Basket Bouquet. Only your FTD florist can send your love so beautifully. The Easter Basket Bouquet. All your love in one basket.
Iacocca is pushing airbags and safety. GM is selling Saturn as the car that saves America. In this tough car market, everyone has an angle, even if the angle is parallel. NBC's Mike Jensen.
It's one of the most frustrating activities human beings have ever inflicted upon themselves. Parallel parking.
I would drive blocks instead of parallel parking.
You never parallel
When I took my first driving test, I tried to parallel park front ways, and they wouldn't give me a license.
Well, take heart, ladies. Listen to Dr. Heiko Barsky showing off Volkswagen's car of tomorrow. It uses laser beams and ultrasonic sensors to park itself.
We have here laser sensors, which
actually send out laser beams.
Laser beams. We have here ultrasonic sensors.
Ultrasonic?
Yes.
Sound coming out?
Yes, ultrasonic sound with a broad detection angel here.
And that tells you how far you are from the curb?
Yes, you have it here.
The signals are fed into a computer in the trunk.
We have to control front wheel steering, rear wheel steering, acceleration and deceleration of the engine, and braking.
So you can never hit the car behind you?
No, we can never hit it.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
We tried it. The engineers said this car could fit itself into a space only 8 inches longer than the car itself. They allowed us a little more room, but we hardly needed it.
Car, do your thing. I'm having breakfast.
It's a parker's dream, but an expensive one. Volkswagen says it would cost at least $3,000 extra for a car that's equipped like this.
I think you could pay almost anything for a car like this.
That would do this for you.
Yes.
Spare you all the aggravation.
Yeah, all the aggravation, yeah.
Sorry, folks, it's experimental, a concept car. Volkswagen says mass production is at least 5 to 10 years away. Mike Jensen, NBC News, New York.
Trouble is, with that car, you can't use the line, "That's close enough, I'll walk from here." That's Nightly News for this Wednesday night. I'm Tom Brokaw. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Last week, you made Quantum Leap's return to Wednesday the most talked about comeback of the year. Now he's hotter than ever. Sam's musical heat draws 2 women to his fire.
Do it for me.
Which one will kill for his love? See why Quantum Leap captures Wednesday like never before on all new Quantum Leap on NBC tonight.
I'm Brian Gumbel. Tomorrow morning on Today, a look at some family vehicles that could endanger the family.
I'm Catherine Kirk. Also, home decorating expert Martha Stewart's Easter surprises.
That's tomorrow morning on Today.
Coming up next on News 8 at 6, he's been a local school teacher for more than 20 years.
For a busy day, Paul Inman and Melissa Mills weeknights at 6:30.
From ABC, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening. 4 weeks after the war in the Gulf ended, the debatable question of the day is this: did it end too soon? Should the U.S. have gone on while it had Saddam Hussein's army on the ropes? The question has been bubbling just below the surface for some time, as Hussein does what he can to suffocate the rebellions against him. Now, General Norman Schwarzkopf